Hello, this is Teresa. Welcome to my channel. The picture that is displaying right now is of one of my newer books that I received, and one of my treasures. So I look at this picture and it just makes me happy. So let's take a look at what I've got on my desk tonight. Today is Sunday and it is 5:55 p.m. and I'm not going to showcase Chubby Debbie Digitals with a demonstration tonight. I'm just going to show what I created today. I tend to lean away from creating and designing while I'm doing a video, because those videos end up being super long, and I just think that it's better to, try to have a 20-30 minute video so that, people don't get bored and that sort of thing. So I don't ramble on too much or whatever. I just feel that it might be a more quality video. So I am rambling a little bit because I'm checking my technology to make sure that things look good. Okay, looks good. So, but I'm upside down. All right, I gotta turn the camera around. There, that's better. So now you get a different view of my desk. I better put the lid on my pop before I spill it. So, let's just talk real quick about which kits I bought, and that might help to identify how I made the projects that I made. Right here I have just navigating to the folder. Right here I have a journal card, a bigger journal card, a slightly large pocket I've made bigger, and a tag. Now, this tag is made with the light damask paper and the butterflies. And let's see, what is this from? That is probably, I have Victorian ephemera pieces. So that's probably, let's see, that says Grand Hotel. Oh no, I remember where that's from. That is from, because I was going through the digitals today trying to learn them a little bit. So when I go into Victorian springtime, no. I'm just reading. It's not Collage Midnight Blues. I bought butterflies. I don't know what the name of the file is for butterflies. I bought Collage Midnight Blue. That's only 2 papers. I bought the dictionary definitions, the French collection, background. Let's see if it's this one. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this one. I at first didn't think it was this one because, yeah, it's this one. So this is the one with the bird, and so it looks like, I love this bird. It looks like this when it's together. So, but I haven't decided what to do with that bird because that's kind of big, but I love that. I did make a smaller one that I will probably make into a tag, big tag. So yeah, all of these are from the French collection. And then I just printed two to a page. Or this one, actually these I think I printed 4 to a page. Yeah, and then this size was 2 to a page. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So that was fun. What else do I have? A mouse is fighting me. There we go. French collection background, labels, lined journal cards, perfect pocket. I think there's several different perfect pocket files that you can buy, or kits or whatever. Victorian ephemera pieces, Victorian springtime, and then I got Victorian women, floral themed fussy cuts, and Victorian gallery fussy cuts. And then I got vintage circles, which that's just what I named it. I'm not sure that's what it's called in the shop. Vintage notes fussy cuts and vintage dominoes. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I think I combined these. I got maybe 14 or 15 kits. I wanted to get the guy kit, the masculine one, that was called like Vintage Gentleman or something like that. But when I tried to buy it, the Etsy store said, sorry, sold out, and it was a frown. Like, wait a minute. This is a digital. How can you sell out of a digital? I'm just going to go check again because it just blows my mind. I don't know if, you know, like it was, I don't know if I can go check. I don't have my keyboard hooked up. I can only use my mouse right now. Yeah, I don't have a bookmark for Etsy. That's amazing that I don't have a bookmark for Etsy. There, I do. So when you go to purchases, oh well, I don't have my keyboard, so it's off to the side so I can have more room on my desk. Okay, so yeah, I cut out some of the butterflies with my Cricut. These are the neutral butterflies, and I cut them all out. And then I put a label here, and this is just a little tiny piece from the that one that I said there's only 2 sheets of. I already can't remember what it was called. And I mounted all of these on my new book page. My book pages from my new book. So we've got some patina on the back. We've got some texture. And this paper is very thick and strong. It does tear nicely. And so every page has this scroll work on it, so it's fun to just keep that. And then a lot of times I will let a little bit of the edge stick out when I put a digital on top of a book page. Sometimes it just makes it look older. This one is a pocket, so I didn't back it, so it's just reinforced. Here you can see a little bit of the scroll work and just a little bit of the text. That doesn't bother me. These pages are really cool because they have a huge margin on each side, and then if you take this, there's a lot of area. So I've been going like this, where I take the margin off. I just pretty much let it fold where it wants to. And look how nicely it tears. And this is like a 12-inch book on one side. Maybe, I don't know what it is. 12 by 9.5. So I got this book yesterday. If you watched one of my other videos, I don't remember. Well, today's Sunday. It must have been yesterday, because I got the book yesterday. So we went over to my daughter's for dinner, and her new boyfriend had seen this book and another book at a garage sale, and he got it for me. That's pretty awesome. I've never had that experience where one of my daughter's boyfriend's significant other's friend, whatever, bought me something. That was pretty cool. So then the rest of this I'll just pretty much use for backing or whatever. Yeah, this is great paper. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to fold it down and tear it so that it'll fit in the area that I'm keeping them in. Alright, there's that. So then what I was going to do is I was going to show you the stuff that I did demonstrate yesterday. Today I made a pocket. Put some of these in here. Today I made 2 pockets. Let's see, I got to get everything out. Okay, I think that's everything. Where's the other one? Alright, I made these 2 pockets with that one paper that I'm going to have to now get the name of, because this is bothering me and I can't remember. Close all tabs. Go away. Alright, this is Collage Midnight Blues. That's this paper here. And then I used one of the labels here and one of the labels here. And it was so funny because I made the pockets today, but I made these tags yesterday. And the colors just go wonderfully together. I was so tickled. Now this one, I got a little carried away with the colors, but I thought I like to do this. I like to experiment with colors. And so the way that I experiment is if I've got something hanging out, and like at the moment I wanted a tag topper, and I had this in my box, and I was like, I'm going to use that. And then I wasn't looking at this when I put this together, and I used this red on top of all these blues, and I just love the way that it all comes together. So I'm happy with that. So we've got a tag. This is piano paper. This is one of the Shabby Dabby Doodah dictionary definition. This is just the butterfly sticker, and this is one of her labels. Then this is more of what I made yesterday. These are big. And then I have 2 pockets, but I don't know where the other one went. And so I'm gonna need, well, like, this could go in this as a pocket, and these are ready for something else. And then I made one more thing today. This one took me quite a while. This is a journal insert. So this could go like in a pocket or maybe a long belly band. So it has a ribbon closure. I think this would look great in a travel notebook. I need to open this up so I can say right away who this was inspired by. This was influenced by Twisted Paper Studio, and I saw it because I was following the hashtag Shabby Dabby Doodah, and I was watching everybody's videos, and that was not good, because every time I watch a video I'd want to buy more digitals, so that because I like to copy people's stuff. So I don't copy it exactly. I take their idea and then I put my spin on it. So the gal with Twisted Paper Studio, and I mean, I can never remember where to find names for these things. Sometimes I hear their name all the time and I remember it, but so the idea was she took one of the digitals on the Shabby Dabby Doodah shop that are designed as snippets. I didn't have that digital. I didn't need to go buy more digitals. I've got plenty of stuff that's gonna keep me busy for a long time. So I did my own snippet here. And so I did my snippet with her digitals. I kind of just tried to follow a little bit the snippet that was in Twisted Paper Studios video. So then I took some of these are the line journal cards. So this, and I'm not sure where that one came from. Our line journal cards. There's a label. That's probably from Vintage Collection, maybe. I'm not sure. But then this is from Vintage Notes. Line journal card. Just some damask paper with a sticker over it. This is dominoes. This strip of dominoes, I cut it all out, and it is a belly band. And there's background paper, piano paper that has been stamped with the Stitchery stamp set from Stampin' Up. And then this is just some of the fun stuff. I think this is from another digital collection, but I know this, and this, and this pretty sure that. I'm not positive. I think this is actually in the collage sheet for the Vintage Notes Fussy Cuts, not Cussy Cuts. So, there's that. Love these negative images. They're a lot of fun. I love, you know, the pop that they give. And so, Twisted Paper Studio does what she calls a, let me think, twisted, Twisted Tangle. I think that's what it's called. Because I was thinking I'd call it a dangle tangle. Because I usually call these dangles. And it rhymes. Hers, she started off with some Florentine paper, like I did. And then she had a book page. And I glue mine together a little bit. I mean, a person could pull and it would come off if they wanted to take this apart and use it for something else. I only do a little tiny bit of like tacking with the glue. And then we've got a label. We've got this, labels there, and then she put a little piece of ribbon on the top and put it all together with a bulb pin, and then she had some pretty ribbon that she used that was just like some, I don't know, silky type solid color ribbon. So I took some of this ribbon, there's 2 ribbons here from Stampin' Up, and I just glued that pretty gold-like ribbon on top of the Sahara sand colored ribbon, and then that just slides on here very nicely, and it even has, oh, did I go through all this? I feel like I didn't go through all this. No, I just went this far and then I stopped. And then on the other side, we have another belly band with some ephemera here. And then we have a little vellum pocket here with some ephemera stuck in it. And another snippet. This has a little sticker on it. And then I took some of the domino pieces. This is the only place where I inked is on these domino pieces, because I made all of these domino pieces ahead of time and I inked them. So snippet, snippet, snippet. This one is kind of a bare snippet. Yeah, so that's that. I actually was going to make this so that this could be a bit of a belly band here too, but this thing got in my way, so I folded it over and there went my belly band. More of like a side pocket maybe is what I was thinking, but that plan didn't come together, which is okay. I'm really happy with this. This was a lot of fun to make, and it was something different for me. I've never made something like this, and while I did watch a video on it, after I finished the video I went and made this, and so I just used one of those big book pages that I have and folded it into 4 different pieces into an accordion, and boom, I did it all on my own pretty much, except for the inspiration and the influence. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that possibly I was able to inspire you If I was, I would certainly appreciate it if you would subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And if you would hit that like button, and if you would comment. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, who you are, where you're from. Interesting things like that. And that just reminded me, I've been watching a lot of videos yesterday. And let me ask you this. How many of you watch videos from other YouTubers, and while you're watching it, you think to yourself, well, she's talking about the kids. I wonder if she's married. Does she have a husband? Does she work outside of the home? Is crafting her work? Does she just craft all day? A lot of times folks tell us about their craft rooms. I love those types of videos. But there's other things that are of interest, and you watch these people every day, and I don't know, maybe I'm just nosy, and that's why those questions come to mind. It's probably so. But I really appreciate the people who have YouTube channels that take the time to do like a question and answer. Now, some that I can think of off the top of my head that have done that are Seven Plaza, The Paper Outpost. I know there's more. Rachel with Roxy Creations didn't really do it on her own. A gal interviewed her when the gal who was from the States went to Italy for a crafting tour that they did. So that was cool. Who else? I know there's more. I think Amanda from Create with Scrimping Mommy has done one. She must have done something, because I know she has a brand new baby granddaughter, and she has children, and she has a husband, and yeah, either she's done one or she just talks a lot about herself and her life. She even did a video once of when she and I think a daughter or somebody went to the train station in the Manchester area. Don't fault me, Amanda, if you're watching this video and I've got that wrong. I don't have that great of a memory. But it was terribly interesting. I'm in the States, so to see that kind of stuff is just terribly interesting to me. I'm trying to think who else has done something like that. It's almost, oh boy, can't remember her name, but she took her camera outside and she showed her shed, which doesn't have any air conditioning or electricity or something, but she goes out there and crafts. And it's like kind of like a Christian type name on her YouTube channel, and it's just not coming. Cheryl would know who I'm talking about. Cheryl with journal. She's got 2 words to her YouTube. Journal something. Yeah, my brain just doesn't want to work tonight. But if you're listening to this and you are a YouTuber and you haven't done one of those question and answer type, get to know you type videos, I think KJ Crafts has done one. But yeah, even when it's like, I mean, obviously now Tina with Shabby Dabby Doodah has done one, because she talked about what's going on with her and her ex-husband, and so as a result she talks about children, so it makes it obvious she has children. It just makes it more interesting. I would rather listen to that sort of thing than to hear about promoting taperology. Of course, I love seeing the taperology products, or to hear about, promoting somebody's Etsy shop or something like that. I much more prefer about hearing about folks and not, the mundane things that may be of interest because like, I had lunch today. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Good. I'm glad you're eating. But hearing about, oh, I used to be a rocket scientist, things like that just makes it more interesting. So that's why once, I will say things like that. We're living full-time RV, so we're in a travel trailer. I'm in Napa, Idaho. That's always interesting too, to hear where people are from. I have 6 children that are all grown, and once in a while I get one of the grandkids in on a YouTube video, and that's a lot of fun. Just different things like that. I'm a full-time virtual bookkeeper. I have my own business, so that's why I can come onto YouTube whenever I like, pretty much. And that's why sometimes people see me popping into groups during the middle of the day for what is the middle of the day for Napa, Idaho. But I make my own schedule. My husband is retired. We love to go motorcycle riding, and it just, when you know those things about people, it just inspires more conversation, more thought. Like, I was talking to somebody last night, and she was, when I mentioned we were full-time RV, she said she had a friend who was touring, I think she said the United States, and she had something to do with crafting. And so that was interesting. Yeah, so please feel free to share about yourself. I know there's a couple gals that I watch, and they'll say stuff, and I'm pretty sure she's a single mom, but like, she can't craft because the craft room is too hot. And I'm like, why don't you have some kind of air conditioning? I have a sense that she's got younger children, but she's an older mom. So my grandma was like that. She was pregnant with her youngest when my mother was pregnant with me. And so in that case, I'm like, you probably should have some air conditioning, to keep your health up, even if it's an air conditioner in the window or something like that. So we get to wondering about people and their health and how they're doing and that sort of thing when we watch their YouTube videos all the time. So one more time, please feel free to share about yourself. It's interesting, and most of us like to hear it. So again, have a great day. Thanks for watching the video, and I certainly hope to see you. I was just curious as to if I could pick up where I left off, but now I don't have the cameras right, so sorry things went crazy there. I clicked on the wrong thing.